I'm going to hit you guys with it anyways. There's a new article that came out on Business Insider of me. Leftist streamer Hasan Piker faced criticism for buying a 2.7 million home, but Gen Z's favorite pundit says he's determined to change the right narrative about progressives. They wrote an article. Kieran Press-Reynolds wrote an article about me. Of course, then the article was not supposed to feature the home thing, but then the home shit popped off. So editors, of course, snuck that in there. But yeah, that's it's a good article regardless, though. One, because I look good in the photos. And you guys can go read it. I read it like on my own. The only part of it that I did not like, this dude. And I see this going around, like this is a meme that's going around, I feel like. In response to the controversy on Twitter, Piker said he donates some of his money. While he didn't specify charitable donations, Piker has donated to Sanders on 5 occasions, totaling 2,770 according to the Open Secrets database, which tracks political donations. Piker added that his critics misunderstood what socialism is. So, I don't know why journalists do this. I mean, I know why Reddit dudes do this. Guys, there's a max cap for political donations, like political contributions, okay? That's one. And two, when I'm talking about mutual aid organizations, that's not going to come up on Open Secrets. Why do you just add that on there? Like, there's a limit to how much you can donate to a campaign. I don't know why I don't know why people think like it's the end all be all is like donating to politicians rather than mutual aid organizations. And secondly, there's literally a max cap regardless. Wasn't it 2,900 though? I mean, I donated the maximum amount to the Sanders campaign. I think they refunded some of it. Did they reach out to you for a comment? Not on this, but all the other stuff. The house stuff was added on extra because the house stuff was added on top of everything else because they because like they want to make the article pop. So editors come in and they're like, we should add this. Regardless though, it is worded to make it sound like you donate after the house controversy. Yeah, it's really silly. Merch counts as dono, so if you bought merch on top of a max dono, they refund. Yeah, I did. Didn't you drop 10K during the AOC stream? I did, but it wasn't like I didn't publicize it. I didn't hype it up, and so, you know, that's not things that people know. I've donated to various charities, some publicly, some not publicly, or even more not publicly. I've talked about this before. I think like donating to charity or donating to mutual aid organizations openly is kind of whack. This community itself has donated a fuckload of like we have raised a lot of money through our friends who have done a boatload of charity streams and organizing, whether it be the Chapo charity streams or whether it be the multiple charity streams that Jordan has put together. A lot of those go to either Trans Lifeline or numerous other organizations that help trans youth, or organizations that help Palestinian children, organizations that help, homeless people in Baltimore, like the one that Jordan put together. So, I just, I find it really fucking weird that everyone's constantly like running with this narrative that like the end all be all of donations is just political contributions that you make to a political contributions that you make to a fucking campaign that literally has a limit. It has a limit, dude. Why would you put that there? There's like a max cap. I would have donated way more to Bernie Sanders if I could. I tried. I got refunded. So it's kind of a weird thing to fucking post like as though that is the end all be all. And regardless, charity is not a solution to systemic issues. So there is that too. Anyway. But ultimately, it's a good article. It's a positive article. It was like, it's totally a puff piece for the record. In the button-up world of traditional politics, the House debacle could have easily spiraled into a scandal, but for the internet star, the controversy has just put him back into the spotlight. It's true. Piker has a distinctly young audience. In October, Piker helped organize a stream of the video game Among Us with U.S. Reps Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar, which became the third most viewed Twitch broadcast ever. His stream on election night in November, which lasted over 16 hours, had 225 concurrent viewers at its peak. Was the sixth most watched election stream on the internet, behind only major news networks, according to the Streamlabs. You're constantly on, Piker told Insider, of how his platform of choice helped him connect with viewers. Twitch is basically like AM broadcast radio for Zoomers, rather than what Rush Limbaugh was doing to our grandparents. Andrew Culp, the media history and critical theory professor at California Institute of Arts, told Insider that Piker brings a different style of politics that is particularly appealing to Gen Z. You guys. According to YouTube data provided by Piker's team, over 35% of his 750,000 YouTube subscribers are 25 years old or younger. Nearly 70% of his followers on the platform are under 30, the data showed. Armed with memes and an irreverence to authority, he uses the tools of youth culture, Culp said. Younger viewers are hungry for voices like Piker's, Culp added, that were long shut out of the media. A lawsuit over a cartoon sparked Piker's political passions. Piker, the son of two academics, was born in New Brunswick, New Jersey, but grew up in Istanbul. He had a major moment in his political awakening came when he was a teenager in 2004, when Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Turkey's prime minister at the time, successfully sued the Turkish cartoonist Musa Kart for portraying him as a cat with strands of yarn draped across a feline frame. Political cartoons are really important in that side of the world, Piker said, adding that the incident seemed like a silly entry point into politics for him now, but he felt profound at the time. Piker said he was always fascinated by American culture as a child and jokingly calls himself an Ameriboo, a term he says he invented as a play on weeboo, a derogatory term for a Western person obsessed with Japanese culture. He particularly liked watching Entourage, a bro-centric TV show about Hollywood. He said it fuels his dreams of living in Los Angeles, where he now resides. He seized on his desires and moved to the U.S. for college. After graduating from Rutgers University in New Jersey, Piker dove into political punditry. He began working for the liberal arts news, the liberal news network, The Young Turks, co-founded by his uncle Cenk Uygur, a co-host of its eponymous primary show. Uygur has ignited outrage in the past for making sexist and racist comments, including saying the N-word, Variety reported. That sucks that they use this as a jump-off point to pop off on Cenk. Whenever the opportunity arose, Piker filled for other hosts on TYT, which broadcasts on YouTube and streaming platforms. Piker's profile rose enough that in 2016, he launched his own series with the TYT network, The Breakdown, which aired on Facebook. Last year, Piker left TYT to focus full-time on his Twitch channel, which he launched in 2018 to explore a more casual, unscripted style. At the Young Turks, everything I did was pre-scripted, he said. I was terrible off the cuff. I could not keep up. I could not keep conversation for extended periods of time. Joining Twitch gave Piker the freedom to say whatever he wanted. Sometimes maybe a little too much. Over time, I just stopped caring about choosing a particular type of language and instead just did what felt normal and natural to me, he said. He said he also pivoted to Twitch in an attempt to tap into a new audience, gamers. While roughly half of video game players identify as female in 2021, according to a study, influential segments of the gaming community have long been linked with misogyny and other forms of bigotry. Like I said, he wanted to introduce gamers to leftist politics as a balm for far-right vitriol online. I've always had an interest in targeting and motivating young and, in a lot of instances, white men on the internet, not motivating, rather introducing them into left-wing politics, he said. He added, I wanted to show them the leftist politics are actually cool, and the portrayals that you see on the internet by these reactionary essayists on YouTube who are obsessed with left-wing politics and vilifying leftists on the internet were completely wrong. I love that they put a Trump-Pence photo, dude, as Hank Pecker. About when Piker began streaming in 2018, a network of right-wing commentators like Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, and Steven Crowder became quite popular online. Everywhere you went on the internet, accelerated by Fox News, the left was seen as hysterical, emotional, blue-haired social justice warriors, Piker told the New York Times last year. They turned the concept of fighting for social justice into something negative. Piker wanted to disrupt that narrative. To meet his audience where they were, Piker took a confrontational style comment in the political sphere of viral content. He became notorious for making explosive remarks, like in 2019 when he said, America deserved 9/11 because of the country's foreign policy blunders. He later partially recanted the widely condemned comment. Many of Piker's most popular videos on his YouTube account, where he archives Twitch highlights, are takedowns in which he reacts to a clip from a right-wing pundit and politician and aggressively picks apart the rationale behind their ideology. These videos have centered on conservative personalities like the Fox News host Tucker Carlson, the far-right conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, and Charlie Kirk, the founder of the conservative activism group Turning Point USA. CPAC day one was peak conservative cringe. Look at this fucking subtitle. Look at this fucking thumbnail, dude. In one stream, he reacts to clips in which the gun rights activist Caitlin Bennett, Boo Boo Bennett, goes on university campuses to ask students whether colleges should provide tampons for men. 0% win rate, the L queen, he said. She keeps taking L's over and over again. Taking L's means losing repeatedly. At different points in the video, Piker says people dumpstered, a slang term for obliterated Bennett. It's so weird when like fucking normie adults write an article about, you know, internet culture and what I do. It's like a very strange thing to just like have this written out. You know what I mean? While his arguments are sharp, he has a frantic, spontaneous broadcast style and constantly bursts into snickers. Still, a serious undercurrent always runs beneath that silliness as he offers analyses that contextualize today's news with historical events. While most pundits across the board, from Carlson to left-wing entertainers like Trevor Noah and John Oliver, read from scripts and often don a suit and tie, Piker wears whatever he wants and chills in his house. I don't even see myself as a brand per se, he said. I'm just a dude. I'm just a guy who likes to have fun and talk shit. They called you a silly boy in front of everyone? No, they didn't. I think it, you know, it does a good job of portraying what I do. I think they did a decent job of like covering what I do honestly. Hasan Piker spends 8 hours a day in a swivel chair dissecting issues like climate crisis and wealth disparity and advocating for Medicare for all, LGBTQ rights, gun control, alternatives to capitalism, and other progressive policy reform ideas. Piker's monologues, full of unrestrained bouts of laughter, references the inane facets of internet culture, and the latest political news have attracted 1.5 million followers on Twitch, the live streaming platform known for its popularity among gamers. In 3 years, the 30-year-old leftist pundit had vaulted from working as a miniseries host on a liberal talk show to having a devoted fan base of politically aware teens and 20-somethings across the internet, where he's known as HasanAbi. He's also helping to revolutionize left-wing political punditry in the process. I think all I'm doing is helping people recognize why they feel angry, jaded, why they feel like they have a shittier hand dealt to them than the prior generation, Piker, an ardent critic of former President Donald Trump, told Insider in a recent interview. This reminds me of an ARP article on gaming my grandparents snipped and mailed to me. Not gonna lie, I'd be hella confused if I had never heard of you before and read this article. Dude, there is zero way to like describe to someone over the age of fucking 38 what I do. I mean, you can't even fucking explain what I do to like other people in our age group adequately, because some people think I'm like fucking a revolutionary communist who's like building the vanguard, but also betraying those values supposedly because I bought a house, right? Like, it just depends on who the fuck. It depends on who the fuck you talk to. This is what it looks like explaining the house controversy to normies. So a bunch of terminally online leftists are mauling over HasanAbi buying a house in WeHo. What? You know, like, he's a champagne socialist because he didn't contribute to mutual aid orders during the proceeds from his Twitch subs. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? So, I said the Rush Limbaugh thing, by the way. That wasn't their seasoning. And then there's a thread with all the comments, I'm sure, of people fucking losing their shit. But every single time like I get any sort of media, why did Jacobin not write a piece on you but did it for a left-wing TikToker? I don't know. I mean, I have friends that like literally work at Jacobin, so I don't know. What are you looking at? So here's what it is, right? Like, I don't exclusively do news, and as you guys already know, I mean, we just, for the past like 3 hours, watched a fucking TV show from 2006 called Black White. I do a variety of different things that sometimes even includes gaming. And it's not just politics. I would hate doing exclusively politics. And it's not just like dumb shit either. The way I see it is like, I'm just a guy. Okay? I'm just a fucking guy. No spam, but I did a tweet. What is this? Brought my guy to a fancy Italian restaurant in Washington, D.C. Of course, he's rocking the Hasan the Hun merch while spreading a good word in the capital. It's good, but it's no Olive Garden. That's right. For the past 3 hours, we talked about the intersectionality of race, culture, and politics. I mean, yes. Yes and no. I do a lot of dumb shit too. So it's always laughable whenever people take it super seriously and they're like, when people don't take it seriously at all and they're like, what the fuck? Why are you talking about the news? Or sorry, when people don't take it seriously at all and you know, are constantly fucking spamming like dumb random TikTok shit. I'm like, okay, stop. You know, there's a time and place for that. But also, I don't just fucking you know, cover the news either. I do a lot of dumb shit. I like it this way. I like having a broad variety of content. It is what it is. I'm just the guy. I have a left-wing perspective. Okay? I have a leftist perspective. And it certainly comes out even when I'm doing like, you know, dumb culture shit. So I'm a fucking influencer, an entertainer, and also a political commentator that is anti-capitalist. So I meme, look at dumb shit. So it's always funny whenever, dude, if you fucking literally post that Jacobin article one more time, I'm gonna fucking shoot you into the sun. I got it, bro. A Jacobin article from literally 2016, dude. Please stop. For the love of Christ. I'm friends with the person who wrote that article. That's not what the people are talking about. Anyway. And on that note, let's end it for today, boys. I will be back tomorrow, obviously, and you know, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed that, though.
Stunning lo-fi introduction, starting off.
Once again, what an incredible fucking stream, by the way. Holy shit, this one was for the books. I was gonna end it early today, and then I ended on going on a run on one of my favorite reaction content sequences we've seen so far, like an absolute goldmine, which I am very excited to continue tomorrow, which we will be continuing tomorrow, the Black White. We will continue to dissect race. We will continue to dissect race relations in this country. Okay? But yeah, you know, go show the articles some love if you want. And, you know, I'm sure that people underneath it are fucking being absolutely normal and not psychotic.
Reviewing the P.O. box, Uncle Euchre's face. Sudden discord agitprop, gray names take on race.
So
Tiny Bernie
that's what I got. See you tomorrow, guys. It's gonna be a fun one tomorrow as well, as always. Okay.
The whole left at your fingertips, and Anya out your door. The H3 Crowder debate, the Young Turks online show. 3 full fucking years of this, and plenty more to go. 90-day fiance, talks of champagne bourgeoisie. A Trump rally live reaction, a mass riot in D.C. There he is again, Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming. There he is again, Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming, reading live stream fail comments, Austin show chat advice. In all the ways the right-wing pipeline can suck you in online. JCS React Lord frame gets broken, cover blown. A full-blown mass pandemic, months of streaming in your home. Total radicalization coming out to find. The system you were taught to trust in was broken the whole time.